Welcome students, welcome to the second part of Where the Mind is Without Fear. Okay, we were discussing about the Tagore's vision of life, vision of India, vision of his country after independence. So we'll go to the next lines. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear streams of reason has not lost its way into the dairy's desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee, into ever widening thoughts and action, into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. So here in this stanza, the poet says that India has lots of dreams and everyone should speak the truth. No person should lie for his own advantage. Everyone man should make an effort to improve himself and keep trying till he reaches the stage of self perfection. Tagore talks about his desire for a country where the people would strive without getting tired to reach the perfection, leaving behind all the prejudices and old tradition. Tagore wants the power of the reasoning that we have. We all have the reasoning ability. That is an important power in a man to get a the perfect way of thinking and perfection in our life. So he doesn't want his countryman to lose his reasoning ability. He doesn't want the stream of reason to be lost among the outdated customs and traditions that we stick on, and that these good perfection, that the reasoning ability will enable a person that can direct our mind also towards self thoughts and everlasting action. Tireless striving means continuous effort and struggle. Stretches its arms means aims at achieving goal. So we he talks about the desire of country and where the people would strive without getting tired in order to reach the perfection and leave all the prejudice and old tradition forever. We should always talk true and we should have dreams in our mind, and we should not lie for our own advantage. Every man should keep on effort to improve himself and keep trying to reach us the self perfection. And he said that our reasoning ability should be lost uh, in anywhere. Just as a flowing river loses its way in a sandy desert, the dead customs also harms our good qualities of a man. So reasoning ability is one of the important power in a man to get a perfection. So he doesn't want that his countryman to lose the reasoning ability to think perfectly. Okay, so he wants every man should think properly, and the reasoning ability should not be destroyed, should not be got corrupted by our old customs, outdated customs and traditions. Understood, students? Next, into the desert sand of dead habits, where the mind is led forward by thee, into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. In the last stanza, the poet is speaking directly to the God. He wants his countrymen to be led by him, so that they have broadened their horizon of both their thoughts and their action. He wants the India to be transformed into a heavenly feeling, to a heaven-like place where every citizen should be truly free. Tagore wishes his countrymen to be open-minded and progressive. He, in the last stanza, he was just saying to the god that it was a request to the god that every man should live in this country without any fear. Everyone should have equal opportunity, every man should have equal power, equal right over anything. And he advises his country to be a very safe place, and the no citizen should live in this country with any fear. Here, the means yours, dairy means lifeless, dead habits means old tradition, rituals, and customs that are harmful for us. He says that good thoughts, good words, and good deeds should be in our mind. And he asks the god also, directly to the god also, he wants his countryman to be free from every dairy every dairy screens or dairy dream. He wants his countrymen to be free from all the corrupted things. He wants every man, human being, to live safely, to live the life peacefully. Okay, we'll go just look at the central idea of this poem. This is a very beautiful poem, and the central idea is nothing that he wants. This was, I told you before, like this is a poem that Tagore has written before Indians independence. Okay, it represents Tagore's vision of new and awakened India after independence. In this poem, where the mind is without fear, the poet envisions the India of the future. In this country, no man will live in fear. No man should live with fear. Instead, they should have a strong self dignity. They should have themselves have a self dignity and should have a self confidence. They will all possess a share of knowledge and wisdom. They should able to share the knowledge to each and everyone. There should not be any caste, creed, religion discrimination among themselves. No Indian should discriminate another on the basis of class or caste, and its all various states will join the hands in the fight against British. So he wants every countryman to fight for the common reason, common cause. Everyone should not stand for each and individual reason. They should stand in unity and should stand against for the vote for the freedom. They want the freedom from the Britishers. Every man will speak the truth and try to achieve the self-perfection. They will stop believing in superstitions and question these with the help of reasoning instead. So he doesn't want the old reason, whole customs or the whole superstition to be come into their life. And these old customs and superstition will harm our reasoning ability. Like if a flowing river loses its way in a sandy desert. Understood, students? They will follow the path of good God, and both their thoughts and actions will be righteous. Only then will India be truly free, not just in political terms but in human terms as well. They will be independent not just in name but also in spirit. Here, the poet brings a spirituality also, saying that it's not like a politically we are free. It's like spiritually and independently we should be free from everything. Like we should have a good mind in good thoughts in our mind, and that will make us independent in all the ways. Understood, students? And we should follow the path of God in order to get the good thoughts, good actions in our mind. Then only we humans will get a true independence that has been advised by the Tagore. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.